Hello. So my project for the Mistral AI Hackathon is a continual learning project. A continual learning is something that doesn't need a data set to train itself. As soon as the new data comes, the model trains itself based on the new data. Thus, it reduces the time to adjust the weights. Basically, continual learning is used to overcome the catastrophic forgetting thing, which is basically when you try to train something on a new data set, the model tends to forget the older optimal solution and tries to incline towards the newer optimal solution. This in turn what indicates that sometimes the model tends to forget the non-important details about the previously learned data. Thus, to overcome that problem, we need to have continual learning. For this, I have used continual learning with RAG. Okay, so what I have created, let me give you a demo first. So I have already created a user with username and password, and I can directly sign in, and as you can see, I have all the information over here. So it basically what it does is that I need to upload a PDF, a URL, or a text, and the model, which is Mistral Large. So let me give you the overview of the model that I'm using. It's the Mistral Large 2512. Embedding model is the Mistral Embed, and I'm using the 5s top K value for the chunking strategy. So what it does is that when I ingest this information, it stores everything in the ChromaDB memory. This memory is very unique to each user. Every user has their own memory, and you can delete. There's an option of deleting that memory. So based on that, the chunking happens based on the amount of data that you have provided, and then you can ask relevant information about it, right? And on the dashboard, you can see how many chunks total have been created, how many questions that you have asked, and from out of those chunks that have been created, for how many of them the model had to do a web search, and because it didn't have relevant information with it inside its data. So what it does is that it does the web search, and then it saves that information inside its model. Now, how does this work? This is basically the workflow. This whole is the workflow of everything that happens behind this project. So the user asks a question, it will search in its ChromaDB collection. If we have the relevant information, if we have the relevant chunks, then the Mistral, it finds the relevance count. So what happens is that when you go here, you'll see it finds the best distance. The closest it is, the closest answer we will get from the input that we have provided. The farthest it is, it will search for the web. So that can be changed how much ever you want. I have kept it as 0.45 for the time being, but it can be changed as strict as you want it to be, right? So for this, it uses the Mistral API, and helps us to get the output from the Mistral embedded LLM. And if it doesn't find that chunk, it will go to Tavili. So Tavili API, it helps us to get the information from the web. Then that information is stored in the DB, and then the answers can be taken out. So this is all the information about the tech stack that has been provided, that I have used in the project. And so basically this is the reason why we need continual learning. When you go with the usual approach, it takes a lot of time to retrain the model weights, and it can be anywhere between hours and days, because we don't know the amount of data that we have. Whereas in the RAG, it just does some chunking and re-ranking, and based on that we get the final result. You need to have an API key for Mistral and Tavili, and other than everything is given here. So that's it. That's my project. And once you can do everything over here, all the changes, whether you want web search or auto learn from web search or not, whether you want web search feedback or not, it's up to you. You can do everything. You can delete your account, you can delete clear chat, you can clear your memory as well, right? So yeah, that is it for my current project. Thank you so much.